Today I wanted to put together a short video for you on exactly how to get started with Kindle Direct Publishing when it comes to the actual back end creating an account and getting signed up and signed in. If you've checked out all my videos and you've seen my journey, Amazon KDP has been a really fun adventure for me and a really great way to start generating passive income where I am consistently earning hundreds of dollars a month that's going straight to my bank account, and I am hoping and currently still showing that it's possible to continue to grow that and hopefully get to a four-figure number in the near future. Hey, it's Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel where I share everything I am learning about various income streams online, from home, and on flexible schedules so that you as a busy working parent, partner, spouse, pet mom, plant mom, or whoever else can feel confident about generating your own money while also living a flexible lifestyle that you love. So let me show you just how easy it is to get started, or at least get into an account so that you can get comfortable with the system and see if Amazon KDP Publishing is right for you. Here I am at the main website. It is kdp.amazon.com, and you may see that mine automatically defaulted to the US version. So if you are located somewhere else in the world, that might be different for you, but you do not have to type in the last piece because Amazon will probably already know. Now, when you're first joining Amazon KDP, you do, of course, have to create an account, but you will note that if you already have an Amazon account, which many of us probably do, you can and should go ahead and log in directly through that. I would keep everything streamlined and keep it under one account. That way you don't have to log in and out, remember different passwords, etc. Also, the big thing to know about Amazon KDP is that within their terms and conditions at this time, you are not able to create multiple accounts. So you do want to be very cautious and very careful that if for whatever reason you do create an account with a different name, different email address, different password, etc., review the terms and conditions carefully first to make sure that any of the information that may overlap with your existing account doesn't cross any of the negative terms and conditions that could get you terminated, because that is something that Amazon is very diligent about. So I say that not to scare you, but just to give you a fair heads up. Of course, you can create your account here, and if you already have an account, sign in. Now, as I just explained, you cannot create more than one account, so I can't take this step any further to show you directly because I do already have an account, and I'm not going to try to falsify anything else to make this upset. But what I will show you here is the help topics. The help center for KDP is pretty comprehensive, and you will be able to find a lot of great information as you get started. But as a shortcut here, you can go to account and taxes, set up your KDP account, and we are in the create a KDP account detail. So when you create your account, you will need to enter author, payment, and tax information. It'll show you that the instructions below will help you set up your account. As you set up your account profile, you need to select a business type. This can be an individual or a corporation. Now, you don't have to have a corporation or a true LLC to use Amazon KDP. You can simply operate as an individual. They do want you to enter your first and last name or the name of your publishing company, but this is not where you're going to enter your pen name. So if you are thinking ahead, or maybe if you already have a few draft books, or you know that you want to get started, but you're not going to want to use your real name for whatever reason, that's okay, but that will be later as we publish individual books. Right now, you are truly setting up your account for Amazon to legally, lawfully be able to pay you. So for me, coming firsthand from a corporate banking career, I can tell you, I like to picture it this way. Amazon and the financing teams behind them need to know that that money is going to a citizen who is legally able to be paid for whether it's employment or royalties or whatever the structure is. They need to know that they are covering their tracks and funding a real person or a real entity, and that money can be traced, just like everything in the system. So when we're talking about contact information, even if you want other pieces to be private or the public front end, author page, etc. to be private or anonymous or under a pen name, this is the one piece everything has to be true and accurate if you want the money that you earn to be able to reach you as a real person. So think of it that way. Same goes for mailing address. So when you set this up, enter the mailing address that you want them to use for tax reporting purposes and the royalty payments. So if you have a different tax structure or setup, you may know that with your CPA or business manager if you do have a true corporation or LLC. Otherwise, use your personal mailing address that correlates with your banking information. The next step will be to provide your banking information, and KDP will give you options to provide different banking information. So if you're not sure exactly how you want to get paid, or you want to get comfortable with the platform before you are ready to give them extra information, there are 2 or 3 options that give you flexibility. As of now, Amazon KDP tells us that they do not support alternative payment methods like Amazon payments or PayPal. So if those are the only ways that you are willing to accept payments, know that ahead of time and know that this might not be the right platform for you just yet. However, if you are ready and willing to take the steps to provide your banking information, you can add your bank account and routing number and any other information they ask for, and set up the payment method you prefer, such as direct deposit, wire transfer, or check. And then, of course, last but not least, there will be a section on tax information. And this line item tells us that Amazon requires all publishers, including whether you're a nonprofit or tax-exempt organization, to provide your valid taxpayer identification in order to comply with U.S. tax reporting regulations. The tax withholding and specific requirements may vary based on whether you are a U.S. citizen or a non-U.S. citizen, so make sure that you review everything and answer diligently as you are completing that section. It also says here, if you are a non-U.S. publisher interested in claiming tax treaty benefits to reduce your withholding, you have to provide a tax identification number. There is another link that you can click through to visit tax information to learn more about taxes in your KDP account. Now, here, of course, in my videos, I do always like to open the door for questions, but when it comes to banking and tax information, I am not a CPA, I am not your personal financial advisor, and I cannot give you personalized advice, especially throughout this platform, and not knowing you as an individual or your specific scenario. So please make sure that you are reviewing everything for yourself and completing everything accurately. And note that here I am just trying to make sure you are aware of what personal details you will have to provide in order to set up and begin earning on the Amazon KDP platform. I know that there are a lot of different ways to make money online today, and a lot of places do support payments through PayPal or otherwise. And some do not need social security numbers. Some do not need your bank and routing number. But in this case, Amazon is a true large known entity, and Amazon KDP is a very real way for individuals to make money and profit from working with Amazon and from selling on their platform. And with that, just like most things, the money needs to be traceable, and we need to make sure that we are providing real, legal, financial information for the protection of all of the parties involved, yours as well. But of course, all that said, I wanted to make sure you had all of the tools you needed and all of the information you needed going into setting up this account so that when you do, you are confident and comfortable and knowledgeable on the type of information they're going to need and you understand why. The one thing I do want to point out is that when I talk about payment information, we are saying banking information for you to be paid by Amazon KDP. So that is how you are going to receive payments. You do not need to put in your own personal credit card information or a payment method to Amazon as you set up an account. Now, later down the line, if you want to set up ads for your books, you will have to input a payment method, but that's later and that's optional. So do make sure you know that distinction because that is one of the big benefits of Amazon KDP, whereas other platforms like Etsy requires you to put a payment method on file because you have to pay per listing. Amazon will not require you to pay per listing. So if you go through these steps, you will be able to post your first book and every book thereafter absolutely free. All of the royalties that Amazon keeps will come directly out of their sale. So rather than you having to pay them, they will just keep that money before they pay you. That wraps up this video for today. I wish I could show you step by step what the account setup looks like, but this is the next best thing and I am happy to walk you through it or try to answer any of the questions that I'm experienced with or legally able to as it comes time for you to set up your KDP account. But I hope this gives at least one of you out there the confidence to go ahead and jump in and get started, knowing that you can have your first book published in a matter of days. As usual, I want to thank you for joining me. If you are not already a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, say hello in the comments, or leave me any other questions you have. And I am excited to continue this journey with you as we both find ways to make money from home on our own time, on our own schedules, and while living our own busy lifestyles. Goodbye.